they were like, have you ever seen this interview where the two guys from New Girl just lose it? And they show me the interview. I'm like, that's Kelly Sutton. I was like re-starstruck by you. I was like, this is the best piece of content I've ever seen in my whole life. You are such a legend. And go. And that's Memphis. We're in Nashville. And go. I was like, that's too iconic. It was so iconic.
Craziest thing is, I literally did that. 2013, 2014.
Really?
I'd forgotten. I completely had forgotten about it. Somebody found it and posted it.
Is it resurgence of it right now? Is that what's happening? Okay.
It just keeps coming back.
It's so funny.
It's literally been seen like 10 million times on
so
TikTok.
Funny.
And I'm like, how does this happen? And Jake Johnson reached out to me. And he
really?
was like, he goes, this only works because you were really like in it and funny.
It
and
was so funny.
I was like, I love you.
And we're in Nashville. Go.
Let's go again. Take 2. Ready?
Oh my
and
gosh.
scene. Oh my gosh. It was a scene. I'm so glad you saw it. That's hilarious.
So funny. So funny.
I love it. Okay. All right, here we go. You've got Y'all Access with me, Kelly Sutton, which means you also have Y'all Access with brand new music from Kelsea Ballerini.
Yay.
And Kelsey's in studio.
Finally.
Yay.
Finally.
It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we've been waiting.
Same.
How long have you had this music, and how long have you like just been sitting on it? It's like you have a Christmas present you can't open.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know when this comes out, but we finished the album the last 2 days. So everything's really just freshly getting like kind of tied up. But
okay.
I wrote this song in November. Noah joined in last month. So it still feels relatively new, you know, to me at least. But this was the first song we wrote for the record.
Okay, so we're talking about Noah Kahan.
Noah Kahan.
That doesn't know.
Yes.
We saw you guys together at ACMs, which was amazing.
Thank you.
When did that come about?
Well, you guys know, like, I'm such a fangirl, and I listen to everything, and that whole record, like, the Stick Season record is just, like, songwriting gold. It's just so good. And so I was doing a Billboard event before the Grammys, and he was getting honored as well, and I was like, my goal tonight is to meet Noah Kahan. Like, I just want to tell him how much I love that record. And I went up to him and I was like, hey, I just, you know, I'm such a fan, whatever. And he was like, how long ago did you put out Peter Pan? And I was like, oh gosh, it was like
you know me.
I was like, it was like 8 years ago. And he was like, I'll never forget hearing that song and just being like, what a hook. I wish I would have thought of that. And so immediately it was like songwriter to songwriter. And I was like, man, that I feel so seen and valued in my artistry right now. And so, yeah, when we were thinking about the record and what could make it better and fuller, I was like, this song to me is so special, having kind of a woman's take on toxic masculinity. But what if it was both? What if there was an artist that could kind of be emotionally vulnerable and tell his side of it? And so I sent it to him, and he wrote his verse, and it was just beautiful.
So you wrote the song in November, fully thinking it's just yours.
Yes, fully.
And then when he heard it and he came back, were you nervous to give it to him?
No.
Okay.
Because I think for me, collabing now, just because I've gotten to do so many different collabs with friends or strangers or whatever, I'm like really protective of making sure that it's the right thing, and not just doing it for the sake of like playlisting or like clout, you know? And for this song, like I said, it's a song as a songwriter I'm really proud of. And I just trusted his storytelling to be able to come in and do it. And he did. I mean, when he sang the verse in the studio, I was like, thank you so much for just going there and being so open, you know?
So then let's go through what it's like for him walking into the country space. It's like you're having a party and you're like, hi, these are my friends.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're here. How does he take to the country space? And we've seen him. He popped up at like Casey's show. Like he has friends here, but what is it like for him here? And how do you feel like you're bringing him into your world?
Well, I mean, I think, you know, his record is country adjacent. It's very like lyrical storytelling. It's very like kind of organic in the instrumentation. He lives in Nashville, so it wasn't that crazy. Yeah,
I had no clue.
And then ACMs was his first country award show. So again, just like having the synergy to be like, okay, we're friends. Okay, we're doing this song together. That's amazing. Okay, we're doing this performance together. So it doesn't feel contrived or dishonest. It's like, this is my friend. I'm such a fan, and now we are telling this really, in my opinion, important story together.
How did he feel about ACMs?
Oh, I loved the ACMs this year.
They were so good.
They were so good, and also just everyone was in a good mood. Like, sometimes you get done with award shows and you're like, oh, no one's hanging. Everyone hung out that night. It was so